You gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them. Hi guys. We're learning about equity today. We're gonna get you money and action. All right. Hello guys. How are you doing? I hope you're doing great. I can't hear your responses, but I'm just gonna hope we're doing great. I'm hoping we're having a good day. I'm hoping we're being productive, we're making moves, and we have a little bit of time to learn today, because today we're learning a very, very important lesson. That lesson is, how do we increase our home's equity? So what is equity? Equity is value minus debt. For example, if you list your home for $200,000 on the market and your mortgage balance is $150,000, you will then receive $50,000 in a check when the home sells, and that $50,000 is also known as your equity. So let's start with why you should increase your home's equity. Equity is the money that you can take to invest in something else, such as an investment property or another investment in general, or it is the check that you receive when you sell your home. When you increase your equity, that is where the wealth in the housing industry and the real estate market comes from. It all comes down to how much equity you have in your home. There are two main ways to increase the home's equity. And I'm saying two, but I'm really gonna give you guys about 5 or 6. I'm gonna give you guys a few. These are just the two biggest ones, I would say, the two biggest categories that people usually jump to first when they're gonna increase the equity of their home. The number one in the top spot is increasing the value of your home. So this can be done in a couple different ways. So we have increasing the value of your home, and then we have a couple subcategories that will explain how you can do that. So the first one is kind of the easiest. It's basically waiting for market appreciation. So in this example, we are simply waiting for the market to appreciate and go upwards. Because the market tends to go upwards, this means that if we wait, for instance, 5 years, our home could go up in value. If we bought the home at $200,000 and we wait 5 years, now the home might be worth $250,000. Now, some of you may be saying, well, AJ, the market goes up and down. How can we be certain that my home's value is gonna appreciate? Well, if we look back over the last 50 years of the housing industry and the real estate market, we can see that the market tends to appreciate. It tends to go upwards. That's the trend that we see. Yes, it may fluctuate here and there, but overall, there's gonna be an appreciation in your home's value. And you have to remember as well, it's not going to appreciate the same in all over the country. It's going to appreciate differently depending on which state you live, which county you live, which city you live. All these play a factor into this. The second subcategory under increasing the value in your home is inside renovations. So this is updating the kitchen, this is updating the bathroom, this is fixing light fixtures. These are all things that when the appraiser walks into your home and sees will add value to your home. But you have to be careful, because you want to make sure you're investing on the inside of your home in a smart way. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. So if we have a home that's worth $80,000 and we decide that we want to make some upgrades, and one of those upgrades being putting in granite countertops. So we put these expensive luxury countertops in this $80,000 home. Well, when an appraiser goes to your home to appraise it, one of the things that he's going to do is look at comparables in the neighborhood, or as realtors call them, or housing industry professionals call them, comps. Basically, comps are other homes in your area that have sold recently. If all the homes in your neighborhood are worth $80,000, and yours as well, and you're putting in this granite countertop that's worth so much money, you might not see the return on that investment, because you are being compared to other houses in the neighborhood that probably don't have as many luxury features as you put into your home. So this can be an issue. You want to make sure that you're investing correctly. So I would suggest speaking to a realtor, speaking to a housing industry professional that knows where the smartest places are to invest your money. The third subcategory under increasing value is curb appeal. So curb appeal is basically making improvements to the outside of your home to add to the perceived value of your house. So this can be done through lawn care, through paint. All of these things can add curb appeal, which in turn will add value to your home, which in turn will add equity. We're moving on to the second method of increasing your home's equity, which is, like I said, one of the top two. This category is called reducing debt. So reducing debt is going to be another way that you can increase your home's equity. The first subcategory within reducing debt is making a large down payment. So if we have a home that we're buying and we put 20% down on this home, right off the bat, we're going to have 20% equity in that home. So 20% of its value. If we put less than 20% down, we're gonna wanna find a way to pay back our mortgage loan balance more aggressively. The second subcategory within reducing debt is making bi-weekly payments. So instead of making one payment every month, you'll be making one payment every 2 weeks. Some of that money will be going towards paying the principal down, which will pay off your debt quicker, which is what we want because we want to increase the equity of the home. Another little helpful tip and subcategory of reducing debt is to put $5 a day towards your mortgage. So if we were to take $5 a day for a month, we would have $150, and that we would be putting towards our principal of our loan. The last subcategory of reducing debt would be to take bonuses, tax returns, and put those towards your mortgage. Make sure they're going towards the principal and not the interest. Now that we've gotten through the top two categories of increasing your home's equity, we can now move on to the third option. The third option in increasing your home's equity is called a recast. So what you would do is, if you had a lump sum of money, you would put that towards the principal of your loan. So $5,000, $10,000, you'd put that towards the principal of your loan, and you would ask your lender or your loan company to recast your loan. Basically what this would do is decrease your monthly payments because of the lump sum of money you put towards the principal. So the trick here is that when you receive your new monthly payment amount, you start paying that, but you take the difference between the new monthly payment and the old monthly payment, and you put that towards your principal every month. So that way you're slowly chipping away at the principal with every month. You're gonna basically be paying the same amount monthly, but it's going to not be so much of an adjustment for you because you were already accustomed to paying that before. The fourth method to increase your home's equity is called a rate and term refinance. Basically what you're doing is shortening the term of your loan. When you have a shorter loan term, you are paying less in interest and you are able to pay off your debt quicker. The more interest you pay on a longer term, the less of the principal you're shaving off over time, which means it's gonna take you a lot longer to pay down your debt. Be careful though, do not do a cash out refinance. Only do a rate and term refinance. A cash out refinance will increase your loan amount to then give you money back that you can pull out. So what we're doing here is decreasing debt. We're not increasing debt. We wanna raise the value of your home, raise the equity of your home. That is the whole purpose of this. So remember, no increase in debt, only decreasing. The last option is one that's a little more of a modern option. It would be to rent out or Airbnb a room or a unit within your property that you are not currently using. What you do is, with this additional stream of income, you take that money and you put it towards the principal every month, just like we've discussed in all the other methods. So now you have a solid idea of how to increase your home's equity. You want to remember to work on increasing the value while simultaneously decreasing your debt. And if you do both of these very aggressively and you stay consistent, you're gonna see some big growth within your equity. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you found a little nugget of wisdom, you found some useful tips, something that you can apply to your life and use it to your advantage. If you did like this video, please like, comment, share. I'd really appreciate it, especially your comments. I want to get feedback. I want to know what you guys want to hear more about, what you learned from this, or even if you have any questions on one of the categories or you need any more details, I would love to provide that information for you guys. We work with an awesome loan team here and they're super knowledgeable and can help you with all of your inquiries. So Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you if you've lasted this long into the video, and I'll catch you later.